Transformation of Trill.
Feel this in my soul. Got my blood pressure going.
This feels good.
Yeah! I'm moving. I'm going. I can't stop. I got motion. I'm moving. I'm going.
Can't stop. I'm moving. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all, you are now tuned into the greatest show in the world, wherever Trill and I are at. And it's across the way from the US to the UK. Trill Dollar Bill, how are you?
I'm great, my brother. How are you? I'm chilling.
I'm not too bad. I just feel like there's not enough hours or seconds or minuscules in a day.
I feel that. We got the early edition of across the way, US to the UK. Eating lunch and stuff. It's crazy.
Eating lunch and stuff. That's how we do our day. But before we do, a word from our sponsors, D-Rock Clothing. But yes, thank you guys for tuning in. 40% off your total purchase with D-Rock Clothing. iBoxingHub 24. Trill, back to business. Happy Monday to everybody. Monday is my least favorite day. If you know me, then yeah, you know how much I hate Mondays. Hashtag grr, Mondays. Trill Dollar Bill, back to business.
Back to business, Motivation Monday. I love Mondays. It kicks off the start of the week and we get everything popping. You know what I'm saying? It's back to business. Mr. Neutral, the classy one. What's going on, my brother?
We love you, Padre. Hope you're well. Shout out to everybody at Boxing Media Hub. Remember, guys, what we got? We got Mr. Neutral's Hard Talk on every Sunday, I believe, 10 p.m., 5 p.m. Eastern on Sundays. So yeah, big up to all the people out there, our brothers and sisters. But yeah, back to business. Dollar Bill.
Yeah, I got something really dope coming with Mr. Neutral. We're gonna be doing something really special. I'm chilling, my brother. How was your weekend?
Weekend was pretty cool. Did about 13 hours worth of watch-alongs, I think. Big up to Diego Pacheco. Great performance. Big up to Dalton Smith. 1-round KO. Shout out to Ellie Scotney. Yeah, it was a good weekend. Good weekend for boxing. Looking forward to this coming weekend, obviously. We've got your album coming out. Adam Azim's fighting. We've got Morel and Benavidez. Huge weekend of boxing. Huge week of boxing.
We're gonna get to all that. You know what I'm saying? We got a full week to cover that. But let's cover this weekend. Let's cover this weekend. Let's start off with Inoue. Inoue and his total destruction of Mr. Kim. Mr. Kim asked for it, and you ask and you shall receive. You know what I'm saying? He asked for Inoue to bring it on, and he brought it on. Mr.
Got his bum whooped. Just destruction there from Inoue. He did what he was supposed to do. I believe the phrase is. People like to use that phrase.
This replacement guy was, you know what I'm saying? The guy tried to come in heavy and everything, and it didn't work for him.
Yeah, they all get humbled. They bend the knee eventually until you're Nick Ball. But yeah, no, big up to Inoue. Destructive performance. Yeah,
What's leading
gave the
to
people
that?
what they wanted.
Let's lead right into it, because I see you was very passionate about that. About your man Nick wrecking Ball. You know, you threw his name out there. In your heart of hearts, Ricco, I know you're a countryman through and through. You know, you're gonna bet the home team. But in your hearts of hearts, do you think you can compete with NUA?
Abso-freaking-lutely. And I not upset, bit disappointed that you would ask me that, considering how you know how I feel about Wrecking Ball. Okay, that's his real name. And I saw there from Inoue somebody, Nick's gonna come in there like he don't give a F. You know, Nick is actually gonna come in with no fear. He's going to try and take away his dojo seal. And to be honest with you, can't wait. So we know that Nick Ball has got an incredible inside game. You know, Inoue has this thing when if somebody punches him or even slightly hurts him, he'll turn up the gas and just, 1, 2, 3 combinations, well placed punches. However, Nick Ball is a British bulldog, one of the banned ones. You know, he is incredible inside the pocket. Some people say that he's one-dimensional. I don't believe that that's true. I do believe that he's very good in terms of the counter punching. I know that he should have had the nod earlier. I can't remember what the opponent's name was for that first title fight, but he had the nod against Ray Ford in what I believed was a close fight, but a 113, 115 towards Nick Ball. And yeah, bring on Inoue. Bring on.
Cool. That's cool. I think my humble opinion. My humble opinion. I'm up for the test. I think that would be a good test for him. But do I see it being a huge test? Nah, I see that this would be it'll be a good competitive fight. Let's just say that. But I think that Inoue will eventually get Nick Ball out of there in the later rounds. I think it'll be a stoppage. It's not going to be a decision. It's going to be a stoppage. I think that Nick Ball will be aggressive and run into something. And that's how he would lose. Nothing with Nick Ball. I just think that his aggression will play right into Inoue's hands. But that would be a good fight. Other fights that you would rather you would see Inoue in, that you would want to see Inoue in. Excuse me. Other fights that you would want to see Inoue in?
Nah, that one's the main one there. We do have some news from Eddie Hearn, who said that Inoue's resume is quote unquote. I don't even want to say it. It sounds like I'll have bad luck if I say it out loud. And he's obviously not kind of rating Inoue's resume.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's in the division.
He said he's been allowed to duck Al Madahi. Damn it.
Viv
Akhmadaliev.
I'm gonna call him Ak. It's my man Ak.
Yep. Okay. So I'll say the appropriate one. And Trill will give him a hood nickname, and that's what we do out here. We cater to both audiences.
The homie Eddie was saying that Inoue was ducking the man Ak. Talk to him, Ricco. Go ahead.
Bit weird that, isn't it? Really, I can't I think that might be one of the worst takes I've ever heard from Eddie Hearn. Apart from the Josh Kelly one.
I mean, is Ak his fighter?
Oh, shout out to Uncle E. Big up to Uncle E. We got Eversto working. The moment my break from the kids. We love you, Uncle E. Big up to you, my brother. He said MJ. All right, Eric. I can hear it in your voice. That's why I'm taking it down. Call him MJ. I don't know what your voice sounds like, Lucy, but I'm going to take it down anyway. Lucy Nakatani.
That would be a good fight. Everybody's saying the Battle of Japan. Who's the
I don't
real
want that.
king
I
of
want Nick
Japan?
Ball to proper lace him up, bro. Properly. Nick Ball is a fight. All right, I'm going to take this down because Lucy, you're actually annoying me. Now, I can't lie. We decided to do Mondays live today, and like I got a massive headache.
Lucy, speak your
Anyway,
mind. Speak your mind. You know what I'm
nah,
saying?
don't. Nah, don't. That's not the place for that here. We don't like free speech, so stop it.
Say how you feel. Say how you feel.
This is not right.
Yeah, so that's one fight they want to see. That's one fight they want to see. Yeah, Nakatani. What do you think about that? But that's a big fight, Battle of Japan. A lot of people want to see that fight. Who's really the man? You know?
To be honest. Okay. I believe that Nick Ball will absolutely become. What did they used to have back in Japan? Like an emperor or something like that? I believe Nick Ball is going to bring that absolutely back. We're going back to the monarchy. He's going to chin Naoya Inoue, and then he'll probably have his rematch and chin him again, hopefully in the Tokyo Dome. All right. And there's going to be all silence in there. All types of gasps. I can't. Oh my god, I can't wait. Big up to Uncle, man. He'll be the champ.
He gotta be careful because his fighting style. I think he'll mess around and he running to something. I don't know who Nick fighting next.
Not too sure to be fair, but in a way, he said that he wants Nick Ball. He wants to come under the lights here in England and on a cold dreary night. I'll rate in a way, man. In a way,
he stops Nick Ball. Ricco. Nick Ball gets stopped.
Where are they driving vehicles at this time?
They get stopped. He gets stopped. But he's a good little fighter, but I think he gets stopped.
Okay. I think anyways a great, amazing little fighter, and he's gonna get chinned.
We had other fights. What was the next fight? He had you over there in Nottingham, right? There was a fight in Nottingham on Saturday.
I believe. No, yes. So this weekend we have.
Last Saturday, he had Smith versus Smith fight in Nottingham. That was in Nottingham.
Oza, Bilal Oza. Bilal. He got chinned in one round. That's probably why I haven't really
who you're most excited for coming out of the UK for this 2005, like young fighter? You know what I'm saying? That
Moses Ituma.
Let me finish. That we may not know about over here in the States. Who's a young fighter that you think over there is going to have a breakout year?
Moses Ituma, Adam Azim, William Crowler, Jamie TKV. Who else, man? Fabio Wardley. Who else? Hamza Udin. Hamza Udin is literally
Wardley versus Moses.
Nah, it's not yet. Nah, not yet. I don't like this. Where this is going, because this is what I'm saying. Like, when AJ fought Dubois, I was like, "This is the worst day of my life." Why couldn't you just like get sick or something? Like somebody. I didn't want them to fight, and they did.
Wardley and Moses eventually, it's inevitable that these guys.
It's a shit one.
Yeah, it's gonna go down.
Because like all my hopes and dreams are on Moses Ituma for like my life. So like for the next
Future
like
of boxing
15 for the next 15 years, Moses. I'll literally like Moses Tuma.
Listen,
No one can tell me anything about Moses Tuma.
Hey, so far he's been showing out. He's been showing and proving. You know what? Maybe it'll be too soon. Maybe for both guys. I don't know. But you know, it's this kid, right? I don't know how to feel about him. You know what I'm saying? I like him. I'm fascinated by the young man, but I don't know if you know what I'm saying, what he can do. You know what I'm saying? It's
Who's Moses?
Torres. No, we all know Moses is gonna be, he's gonna be.
Mate, I don't even know, man. Torres, I reckon.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. I don't know how to feel. Like, I don't know, like you put him in there with everybody and he does what he's supposed to do, right? He does what he's supposed to do. But then you look and you're like, you can't give people victories against him that haven't fought him. You feel me? But it feels like he's exciting. I like seeing him in there. You know what I'm saying? But can he compete with these guys? I don't know. But he's a young guy. Moses is a young guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What are they gonna do with a Richard Torres? They can't. How are they gonna promote him? He's just gonna keep winning and winning. And
you know what? Do what I do. Just don't care.
So put him in there with Moses.
Moses will flatten him, mate. And do you know what it is? Like, I'm so confident in stuff. I'm like, you just smile for no reason. You're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, Ricco, yo, we got this guy. I'm like, no problem. No, whatever you like to do. Moses, seek and destroy.
Yeah, I would like to see these kids get busy. These kids get busy, man, and put these kids
work.
Put that work in.
Work.
What was the next fight on that card? We watched the watch along.
Mm-hmm.
I tuned in with the watch along. We had the Pacheco and Nelson fight. The undercard was pretty entertaining. Yeah, I was in there with you. I was predicting from the sidelines. I didn't hop on with you, but I was there.
Yeah, you were being a backseat driver. You always do it.
Yeah,
because I might make a little inappropriate joke, and Trill will be like, "Come on, guys, get back by," and I'll be like, "Oh, mate, for fuck's, Jesus Christ!"
You get that I'm always.
I've been a traffic warden here. Sorry, people. Anyway, now carry on. Sorry. It was great. It was great to have you. Great to have you on.
Big brother's always watching, Ricco.
Yay!
So yeah, man. I had to tune in with some of my analysis. It was some good fights on. Even Shakur Stevenson was in attendance. To see everything go down.
Keyshawn hates Cruz, innit? Fucking can't stand
him. You would too. Yo, I wish we had the video to put up, but if you remember that video when he is cruises in the back, break dancing.
When he hit the thing, and then he was like, and then the guy asked him, so what will you do? Keyshawn, he must son, because Keyshawn was like, can he even speak English? He was like, oh yeah, must, and he popping locked into a baby cradle.
This was after Andy Cruz beat him, and he's like, "Yeah, we going to the top." Like Kevin Hart said, you saying the things you're not supposed to be saying.
I would have questioned his English as well. To be fair, I would have been like, I don't know. Like if I was Keisha, I would have reported him right there and then. Hey, am I true to Donald Trump's ministry?
He on the work visa. Leave him alone. But yeah,
I'd snitch Keyshawn if you want to. It's all right.
Andy Cruz, man, he's showing the crew. He don't got no animosity. I beat you. You know what I'm saying? You already beat him. You don't want to feel in some type of way. But I
thought it was a disciplined performance.
Yeah. It was a good job. He was moving around, and he got to act it. He got to act it. He was trying. He was in there with a strong kid. Tough, strong kid, but it was a good one. Yes, definitely. Andy Ruiz.
Shout out to Viso. I love you.
For real, because he's in Keyshawn's head rent free. He's living in Keyshawn's head rent free. Yo, that was a meme. Dude, you forget how when Snoop and Kevin Hart did the Olympics, and they did that part where Keyshawn was sitting there doing his speech at the end, like, yo, it's okay, you know, but now it's time to take it to the top. While he's saying all this, you got Andy Cruz in the back.
It was a bit out of order, isn't it, really? It's a bit out of order. I get Keyshawn, because, like, you know what?
He's
Imagine this, yeah. I could say, not true. All right, you tell me, innit? I'm coming out there. You got Shakur Stevenson, one of the most entertaining people out here in these streets, and then you got Keyshawn next to him. And then, bro, what did bro try to do? He tried to do a high five or something, and Keyshawn was like, "You get a spud." And then he just tried to live his life over there. Like Shakur was just looking at this whole thing, like, "Mate, this is amazing. Like, I can't believe I'm right here."
Fly. Andy ain't thinking about it.
For me, if Cruz thought that he was ever gonna get, like, the spud was too much for me, I would have just been like, I don't like this. I don't even want to know I was seated right here. Because if you're fighting, because Eddie Hearn said out of his own mouth, you know, if we're fighting, like, if two fighters are fighting, you know, we'll have them in the picks, or you know, get them to come into the ring or whatever like that. They're not fighting. Keyshawn hates him. Hates him with a pat. I could feel the hatred from here. And you know what it is? Normally, I'm positivity personified, made flesh. So positive. I'm positive right now, to be honest with you. And when I saw that, I was just like, I get it. I absolutely get it.
You get it.
I understand. I would hate you too, mate. I wouldn't have done everything.
Man, listen, man. Nah, man. I can't listen. Andy's like, man, he coming over to show love, man. Andy coming over to show love, man. But he's in
what type of love is that?
He was just coming over, you know. He was just walking past to show love.
If he did the robot, I would have spilled something on him. If he ever decided to do the robot Trill, I would have. You know what? I'm not even a violent guy like that. I would have. I don't know. I would have paid someone just to do some horrible thing to him. Like, you suck.
Crazy. That's crazy. That's wild, bro. That you said that. He said we start doing a robot.
It's the art of war. It's the no, because, like, imagine, like, he comes into he's like, and then he pops and locks Trill, and then he goes into like a baby pose, and then they all catch that. It's on the zone the next day. Someone sends it to Bob. He probably hasn't seen the fight anyway. Yeah, you know, it's a bit much, really.
Nah, man.
And I think Cruz should have respect for Keyshawn. Keyshawn has, way more fights than him. He should chill. I think he should chill out. These Cubans.
Nah, I mean, he got his number. He got the victory over him. So Keyshawn, he gotta get back.
Nah, I don't know.
Like he said, man, they're eventually gonna meet up. They have to. They got to see each other. Eventually, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Yes, definitely. I'm with you.
He might get jumped by all the Keyshawns.
He definitely got him.
Might get jumped by all the Davises.
The Davises got to decide who they gonna pick to win the fight out of blood.
Just like coming out of like a like a step. You know, if you go to a cinema and watch Step Up.
Did you hear me,
like
Ricco? Did you hear me? I said the Davises need to get on tune on who they gonna pick, who's gonna win out of Canelo and Crawford.
They don't need to. They don't need. Nah, I don't like this. I don't like this thing where it's like, as a family, we should all like pick the same stuff. That is weird. Okay, that's very weird. It's very Game of Thrones. It's not really. It's not. I bet you force all your yo, we picking this guy. Yes, father. Yes.
Nah, man.
I promise we're picking Cruz. No, father, no.
Nah, man. Everybody got a right to pick who they like to pick. You know what I'm saying? It's not a dictatorship. But you know, the main fight of the night, man, was Pacheco versus Mr. Nelson. You know, I'm gonna just start off with the good stuff. I was surprised. I was surprised by Nelson that he hung in there. You know, I thought he was gonna get stopped, but he was strong. He was a durable guy. You know, and he lasted. I knew he would win, but I was actually double shocked that that he went the distance. I thought he would be stopped. I would like to see him in there with somebody else soon. I know he had a late start in boxing, you know, and you can tell. You know, it's always an uphill battle when you late to the sport of boxing, unless you're a phenomenal athlete. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard for you to, you know, compete with a guy who's been doing this out of the crib. You know? So, shout outs to Nelson for showing heart, you know, and definitely shout out to the Bomac in them. You know, Bomac was in there trying to tell him what he needed to do and tried to, you know, spirit him through the fight. That's the one thing I can say about Bomac. Bomac, he doesn't just try to give encouragement. He actually tries to tell the fighter what they should be doing in the fight to give them a chance to win or compete, you know, and be competitive in the fight. And he definitely was doing that with Nelson, and Nelson was trying to. He just didn't have all the tools, and he seemed like he was getting tired after those couple rounds he did. He did great in the beginning of the fight, until Pacheco got in his rhythm and was able to get the older man, 10 years older than him, out of there. What do you think about Pacheco? I think he's on a good rise. Don't rush the kid. He's on a good rise. I like him. I think he's humble. He's respectful. They be always trying to throw certain things at him to try to make him talk trash, but he'd be dodging it. He be dodging it, Ricco. You know what I'm saying? He be dodging all the haters, man. You know what I mean? Like, and all the hateful questions. Like, they be trying to get him into the whole whoop blah, whoop blah. But he just put Pacheco up there. We get that you got Bomac.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what? I've lost communication with production, so there's only this.
And no Pacheco.
Do you know what it is? I'm gonna try, but for now, I don't know. So all right. Shout out to obviously my big bro, Bo Measy out here. He actually gave me some Cheetos on the day that I actually
liar. You lie. You liar.
You don't know my story. You don't know my story, and you don't know anything.
That's one thing that Bomac. You had me. You could have said anything else. You'd be like, oh, he gave me some tools. He gave me a couple phone numbers to contact people. The fact of the matter,
I feel like you're being disingenuous there.
Cheetos. The fact of the matter that you say he gave you Cheetos is lies. He's not sharing food with you. Bomac is not. He would have looked at you crazy and walked away. Bomac is not sharing that.
Didn't. In fact, like he was like, "What, Simone? I didn't take the next batch, but that's out of respect for Bonizzi. All right, so that's whatever. It's okay, Trill. It's okay. I can get it. You know, these are, you know, no one would believe it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So anyway,
the Diego Pacheco is Larry of content creators who cover boxing like it's TMZ. You're absolutely right. The way that he dodges these questions, he's very respectful and a humble kid. I like how he's moving, man. I think he has a great future.
So why did this guy try and like punch up the other guy?
What other guy?
Oh, it was a whole issue thing with prior to the fight with a media representative. But yeah, if I was Diego, I would just kind of say to that guy, maybe just let me talk.
People try to be messy, try to ask him questions or start beef with other fighters and stuff like that. And I be watching his interviews, how he answers the questions and maneuvers around the BS is commendable. I wish other young fighters would watch his interviews and learn something from that. You know?
Well, what do you mean?
You don't have to, you know, crap on somebody else, you know what I'm saying, to put light on your star. You know what I'm saying? Your star will shine bright without having to downplay somebody else or disrespect somebody else. Like even when they threw questions about Saul at him, he was like, "Oh, the legend." Oh, nah, sure, I got some things that I need to work on and stuff before I can get in there with the legend Canelo, but, it will be an honor, stuff like that, how he was respectful to Nelson. Nelson was being aggressive in his face and stuff like that, but his kid was still respectful after having Bud and your favorite big homie, Bo Mac, you know what I'm saying, was in his face.
It's Bo Measy.
They would
but
be
you can't say that.
Showing class. He was still showing class, you know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, well, Trill, obviously, I absolutely agree with you to a certain extent. And I'm going to tell you why. Congratulations to, Diego, and a gold medal for good behavior during the whole buildup of the fight. Damn, Diego, great stuff. But then we obviously had Nelson, Team Crawford, hashtag my El Chito Hombre, Bomeezy. Sometimes it just comes part and parcel, Trill. I know that you use words like, I like the class, I like the way the young man. Sometimes we also like somebody that's going to be like, mate, Nelson, you're going to get chinned. All right, that's it.
It's a time and place for everything.
I know, but that was the time and place for Diego to impose stuff instead of his other guy trying to fight the media.
Did you think that this guy Nelson was going to win? Did you think that he was going to win, or did you predict? Or did you say he was going to get KO in the 7th round?
It doesn't matter what I predicted. What I wanted from me.
You know what I'm saying?
What I would have liked from
Probably gonna kick a dog while he's already down. We knew that
I'm not kicking anybody while they're down. This is what I'm saying.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying with Pacheco.
Do you? I don't feel like you try and understand
why he's already down. We already know he don't got all the tools to be able to be. We know what's going to happen eventually. We all know.
Diego Pacheco is a 20-year-old genetic freak of nature.
Listen, I get what you're trying to do for the sake of banter, but you got to think about it. We didn't even say, "Oh, who's going to win this fight?" We was talking about what fight round he's going to get KO'd in. So what are you talking about here? This wasn't something like this.
And he did very well.
It is something that he needed.
Did he not? Did he not? If we're taking banter aside and if we're happily being 100, Nelson did very well.
Nelson survived. You'll see how honest.
This is what I'm saying. Your immediate thoughts are disingenuous, Trill. If anything, all right.
Listen, you see, I had a slip up like Keyshawn Davis's brother did.
I never have slip ups because I'm off the cuff. See, I wear my heart on my sleeve.
I said no, he survived. But what I was meant to say was no, he tried. It was at in the middle round, he was getting beat up and stuff like that. He didn't fall down and go out on himself and feel bad for himself because I thought he was about to get stopped. But he weathered the storm and he survived. Did he come out here and put on one of these performances like, oh, this is a close fight? No. In the beginning of the fights, because Pacheco, we know he takes some time to warm up, and he got those rounds. But once he was locked in, once the 4th hit, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. He was on him. It seemed like you said during the fight, this was a glorified sparring session. It
was.
So it was no match. And then we want to give Nelson his props now, but in the heart of in the moment, you know what I'm saying? You were saying that it wasn't what it was. This was a sparring session. He ain't, so.
No, it wasn't. No, he got toughed up. Well.
So you're saying you don't agree with me, but you do agree with me. Because you don't want to agree with me.
No, I say, what do I always say when I agree and I don't want to agree? I say I agree with you to a certain extent.
You agree with me fully, but you want to argue.
I don't know about that. I'll agree with you there to a certain extent. I do like the comment. Right, I can't change who I am, Trill. And sometimes you just have to accept somebody for who they are. Okay.
Nah, I got you. No worries. Who would you want to see Mr. Pacheco in with?
I think Khalid Brahim Plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Listen. Why are you always trying to throw? Every time somebody says somebody's name at 160.
What the hell? What? Hold on. What? Did I do something wrong here? I'm sorry. Last time I remembered, he's a contender at 168.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like every time when throw Plant in there with him. Throw Plant in there.
Oh, Edgar Bumaye. Go on, Lucy.
Last night I called for Belanga. That's who I call for.
So what you think? What you think? Raheem? You think Raheem Plant will just mash him up?
I think it's too much for him right now. Plant will be too much.
I don't know. I think he's very disciplined for a young man. The performance itself was very disciplined.
Here's the thing. Like with Plant, it's movement and giving up those early rounds. He got some things to work on. But Belanga will be right there for the taking for him. Munguia will be right there for him. The guy that beat Munguia, even the champion that they got, William Skull. I mean, yeah, you put
shout out to the guy that beat Munguia because, bro, you changed your whole life, bro.
Yeah, he did. You know
that's hanging on his mantelpiece. It would be for me. God, like
Munguia got to get back now. Everybody's looking forward to Belanga and Munguia, but now they got to look forward to Pacheco and Belanga. I think that would be a good fight. And I favor Pacheco. I think that Belanga, if once Pacheco could get past the power and stuff like that, I just think Pacheco,
yeah, they are, Lucy. They had a rematch clause, which leads me to believe something weird is happening.
Yeah. They're fighting again. Yeah, Munguia and them. Because, just when you're a person like that, like Munguia, you put something in there like that for a rematch clause. And, I think Munguia is going to spark him out this time and then, go on to something else. But if this kid can, do it again, pull off this upset again, I think that, it'll be good for him. He's big money fights.
All of it's very strange. I can't lie. Like, it is, isn't it? Really? Munguia is like when this machine gets absolutely decked into oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? His first show for Top Rank? Or his second one? Wait, I don't know. But
that's how we rock it.
we rock it heavy artillery.
That's what we like to see Pacheco in there with Belanga. I think that would be a good one because Belanga needs a good fight. He's talking about he wants to fight for a title. He's calling out Skull and everybody else. But
he got into Bob Arab's his Bob Arab special bag. That's what happened.
So we'll see. We'll definitely see what's up, man. Definitely got to see what Belanga's going to do. He's been, spending that Canelo money, But he has been opening up some businesses and doing stuff like that, too. So shout out to Belanga on using his money, wisely, spending his money wisely, But
he's one of the most reckless tweeters I think I've seen for a minute. His tweets are reckless.
Young kids. But yeah, man, that's what we're talking about on Back to Business, man. Just a recap of what we had went through this past week with boxing, where boxing is at. Make sure that you tune in with us tomorrow. Talk about it Tuesday. We're getting closer. We're getting closer and closer to Benavides and Morale. We're getting closer and closer to Rico's birthday. We're getting closer and closer to the transformation of Trill, February 1st. You know what I'm saying? It's across the way, U.S. to the UK. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in for another dope episode, and we look forward to rocking with you guys tomorrow. Talk about it Tuesday.
Talk about it Tuesday, people. My fave, by the way.
Yeah, transformation of Trill.
Feel this in my soul. Got my blood pressure going.
This feels good.
Yeah, I'm moving.